Hey there! Welcome to the ultimate guide that's going to change the way you use WhatsApp for business. No coding, no complicated setups. You can have it up and running in under an hour. Oh, and we're doing all of this completely free. Sounds good? Let's talk about what you'll learn in this course. How to connect your WhatsApp number to the best free AI chatbot platform available. How to easily connect and train your AI assistant to start replying to your chats. How to build an input flow to collect your leads data directly in the chat. How to use WhatsApp flows, which are basically interactive forms inside WhatsApp, and send that data where you need it. How to automatically send that info straight to a Google Sheet. How to create visually attractive WhatsApp catalogs to show off your products and sell right in the app. How to integrate your chatbot with Calendly and Google Calendar, so it can manage appointments for you. How to use the live chat to handle conversations. How to set up message sequences to follow up with leads and keep your sales flowing. How to create broadcast campaigns to target several subscribers at the same time. And how to connect your Shopify and WooCommerce stores to your WhatsApp for notifications, abandoned cart reminders, and product display in the chatbot. You can watch the whole thing and follow along from start to finish, or jump straight to the section you need the most. Let's get into it. Now that you've got everything ready, it's time to connect your WhatsApp number to the chatbot platform. Go ahead and log in to your Bot Commerce dashboard. From the main menu, navigate to WhatsApp, Connect Account. Now click on Connect WhatsApp, Connect with Catalog Permission. This will launch the official WhatsApp embedded Signup flow in a new tab. In this tab, log into your Facebook Business Manager account. Click Continue with Facebook, and then select the business portfolio where you want to connect your WhatsApp number. Click Next to move forward. Now, you've got two options here, depending on what you want to do with your number. Option 1. Use the Cloud API for new numbers only. If you're starting with a brand new number, or one that doesn't have many conversations yet, this might be the best route. It's a Cloud API connection, which means your number will only work inside the app. You won't be able to use it from your phone, but you'll unlock the full suite of Meta's Cloud API tools. To do this, click on Start with a new WhatsApp number. You'll be asked to verify it via SMS or phone call, then follow the steps to create a new WhatsApp business account. Select your WhatsApp catalogs if you have them. Choose a display name. Provide your business info, and accept all required permissions. Once you're done, the new account will appear connected at the bottom of the screen. Option 2. Mirror your existing WhatsApp business number. If you want to keep using your number on your mobile device, this is the option you've been waiting for. Go back to the previous step and this time choose Connect your existing WhatsApp business account. Enter the phone number you want to connect. Make sure it's already set up as a WhatsApp business account. Then, accept the permissions and terms of service. Enter the verification code sent to your WhatsApp. You'll get a message from Facebook Business. And grant the app all necessary permissions, like managing your account and conversations. Check your WhatsApp Business app. You'll get a message with further steps. You'll need to scan a QR code that will pop up on the screen of your computer. Optionally, you can share your WhatsApp business messaging history with the app. This way, it will have access to previous conversations and can continue them seamlessly. Once that's done, you'll see your account appear as available in the app, and you're officially connected. Let's move on to the next step, training your AI assistant to answer those chats like a pro. This is where things get really exciting, because from here on, you're not just building a bot, you're creating an intelligent assistant for your business. In this guide, we will be using OpenAI, so the first step is adding your OpenAI API keys into the app. This is what allows your Bot Commerce chatbot to access OpenAI's powerful AI models and generate human-like responses. To get your API keys, head over to the OpenAI website. Scroll all the way down to the footer and click on API Login. If you already have a ChatGPT account, no need to create a new one. You can log in using the same credentials. Once you log in, open your API dashboard by clicking on the Dashboard button at the top right of the screen. To generate an API key, go to the API Keys section on the left sidebar and click on Create New Secret Key. Now it's time to configure that key. Give it a name you'll recognize later, something like Bot Commerce AI. For permissions, select All, so your bot has access to everything it needs. You can optionally assign it to a project, then click Create Secret Key. Copy the code that appears. This is your API key, and you'll need it in just a second. Now jump back to Bot Commerce. Log in, open the left sidebar, scroll down, and click on Settings. Head over to the OpenAI Integration section. Paste the API key you just generated in the corresponding field. Then, choose a prompt model. Each model has different input limits, language capabilities, and costs. In most cases, GPT-4 offers the best balance between quality and pricing, but you can choose whichever fits your needs. And now, super important, you need to add credit to your OpenAI account for it to work. To do this, go back to your OpenAI dashboard and click on the settings icon at the top right corner, right before your profile picture. You'll land on the settings page. From the left sidebar, choose Billing. Click on Add a Payment Method, enter your card details, and save. Right now, I'll leave it like that since I already have some added. Then, go back to the Billing Overview tab and click on Add to Credit Balance. Choose how much you want to add. $10 is usually enough to cover both chatbot and AI content generator use for a whole month. Confirm the payment, and you'll see your credit available immediately. You can also enable auto recharge, which is super handy. This makes sure your chatbot doesn't suddenly stop working if you run out of credit. To do this, go back to the billing overview and click Enable Auto Recharge. Set how much credit should trigger a recharge and how much should be added. Save your changes, and now you're covered. Okay, now that the key is added and your credit is active, let's create your AI assistant. Bot Commerce's AI assistant is powered by OpenAI, and it's designed to help you offer smarter, more natural conversations. Unlike traditional bots, this one understands your users using NLP, that's natural language processing, and can answer with accuracy, context, and even tone. To get started, go to your Bot Manager dashboard and click on the AI Assistant tab. Enable the AI Assistant, then click on Create Campaign. This will open a new tab, where we'll set up your custom training data. First, give your campaign a name and set up a system prompt. This prompt acts like your assistant's personality. You can say something like, "You are our support agent." Answer in a friendly and helpful tone. If you don't know something, suggest the user contact our human team. Keep it short and focused. We'll add more info through training data in a moment. Once ready, click Save. Next, click the plus button to add training data. This opens a new tab where you can upload files, URLs, and manual FAQs. Let's explore each one. Method 1. Add FAQs manually. This is the most basic and precise method. Just write the question, press Enter, then write the answer. You can add as many FAQs as you want using the Add More FAQs button. Don't forget to click Save when you're done. Method 2. Add content using a URL. This is a bit more advanced, but powerful. It lets you train the bot by pulling content directly from your website. Click on New to add a website. Paste its URL. Then go to the page you want to extract data from. Look for the place where important data has been posted, for example, a paragraph about the business. Right-click on it and select Inspect Element from the menu. Copy the CSS selector for that element and paste it in the selector name field. You can also exclude parts of the page using CSS selectors in the exclusion box. Once the tool grabs the content, it'll generate FAQs automatically. Review them, make any edits needed, and click Save. Repeat this process for as many URLs as you want. Method 3. Upload training files. You can upload text, doc, or PDF files up to 2 MB. In the right panel, click on Files, then hit the New button. Choose your file, upload it, then click Generate FAQ. Again, review the generated FAQs, make edits, and click Save. You can do this multiple times to enrich the assistant's knowledge base. Once you've added your training data, it's time to activate the AI Assistant in your accounts. Go back to the AI Assistant tab in BotCommerce and select the campaign you just created. For mode, choose AI as fallback only. This way, the AI will only respond when no keywords match any interactive flow, so you still get the full benefits of BotCommerce's automation features. You can also set restricted topics. These are words or themes the AI should avoid. Just list them, separated by commas. Below that, write a custom message the bot will send when restricted keywords are detected. Something like, "Sorry, I can't help with that. Please contact our team directly." If you want, you can enable contextual memory, which allows the AI to remember past messages from the user. Choose how many conversations it should remember to keep things relevant. You can also turn on the human agent transfer feature. If someone says, "I want to speak with a human," the AI steps aside and hands over the conversation. No awkward confusion, just smooth transitions. Finally, let's connect the AI to your No Match template. Go to Action Buttons and select No Match. Replace the text component with an AI component. Under Training, choose the campaign you just created and click Save. Boom, you're done. From now on, your assistant will respond automatically whenever a message doesn't match your flows. You can also reuse this same AI campaign across different accounts and channels. Just go to the AI Assistant section of the new account, enable the assistant, select the existing campaign, and adjust the settings as needed. And that's it. Your intelligent, open AI-powered assistant is live and ready to level up your customer experience. Alright, so by now, your AI assistant is doing a great job answering all your customers' questions. But what if you want them to answer you? Like, what if you want to ask for their name, email, or maybe their topic of interest, so you can add them to your newsletter? That's where interactive flows come in. In BotCommerce, you've got 2 ways to collect data. On chat, with something called user input flows, or directly inside WhatsApp, using interactive WhatsApp flows. Let's start with the first one, user input flows. This is a super useful feature when you want your chatbot to not only answer questions, but also ask them back and store the replies. Step 1. Go to your bot manager. Click on Bot Reply. Create to open the visual flow builder. This is where you build all the interactive sequences that complement your bot. So let's walk through one. Click on the Start component to begin. Here's where you configure your triggers. First, add the keywords that will activate this flow, like subscribe or subscription. Make sure you select string match, so the bot can catch those keywords even when they're part of a longer sentence. Then, give your flow a title. You can optionally add a label like subscriber. This is helpful to segment your leads later for things like broadcasts or automations. You can also assign conversations to a team or agent, but for now, we're keeping that blank. Now, let's build the actual flow. At the top of the visual flow builder, you'll see a list of components. These are your building blocks. We'll start by dragging an interactive element into the doc. Double-click to configure it. Add a header and a message. Then, add a button. Just drag and drop to create it. When the user taps that button, we want it to send a new message. And once again, we'll label that user as subscriber and leave the rest of the fields blank. Now it's time to collect data. Drag the user input flow component into the doc and connect it to your button. Double-click it to configure. give it a title, and click Save. Now, let's start asking questions. First question, what's your first name? This will be a free text input, so we'll choose that. Here's where we decide where to store that answer. You've got system fields, which are built in, like email, phone, birthday, or location. And you've got custom fields, where you can define whatever you want. In this case, we'll create a custom field called first name. You can also choose what kind of response you expect: text, image, file, video. In our case, we'll keep it simple with text. Hit Save. Let's repeat the process for the email. Ask your question, and this time, since email is already a system field, just select it from the list. Done. Now let's make it a little smarter with a multiple choice question. Let's ask the user, what topic are you most interested in? Add your options right here. The reply type will be text, and we'll store this one in a custom field called Topic of Interest. You'll also see an option to let the user skip this question, but I want to make it required, so I'll leave that blank. All questions done? Now drag the thank you message to the end of your flow. Let's personalize this too. Write your message and choose which field to use for their name. You'll see two options. One is the user's default WhatsApp name. That's the one saved in their WhatsApp account. The other is the custom field we created earlier, first name, which comes directly from the user's reply. Use the custom field to make sure it's personalized with what they told you, not what WhatsApp thinks their name is. Then hit Save. Time to test it live. I'll send a message to my bot. Let's see what happens. There's the button we created. I tap it, and boom, the questions start rolling in. Everything looks personalized, and the data is flowing. Now, where does that data go? Easy. Go to the subscriber manager, search for the number you used, and voila. You'll see all the responses right there. You can even download them as a CSV file. Later in this video, I'll show you how to send those answers automatically to Google Sheets. But first, let's take a look at how to collect data using an interactive WhatsApp flow. So by now, your chatbot is handling customer conversations like a pro. But what if you want to collect structured data inside the WhatsApp chat itself? Things like names, emails, preferences. That's exactly what WhatsApp flows are for. These flows are basically interactive forms that show up right in the WhatsApp conversation. They look sleek, they're fully native to WhatsApp, and your customers can fill them out without ever leaving the chat. So let's create one. First, head over to the WhatsApp Bot Manager on the left-hand sidebar of your Bot Commerce dashboard. Choose the WhatsApp account where you want to build the flow. Now scroll down until you see the section called WhatsApp Flows. Click on Create to start a new form. You'll now land on the WhatsApp Flow form page, and this is where the magic happens. Start by naming your form. Make sure this name is unique. You can't have two forms with the same name inside one WhatsApp business account. Then, choose a category for your form. In this case, we're going to select appointment booking. Next, add a screen name. This one should be all lowercase, with no spaces or special characters. Think of it like a clean internal ID. Then, you'll need to select what message users will receive after they submit the form. If you don't have a message ready yet, don't worry. You can build one right here. Click at below the Reply Sent After Form Submit section. That'll launch the Visual Flow Builder in a new window. Let's configure the Start Bot Flow and drag a text message component into the doc with a thank you message. Now, close the Flow Builder. Go back to the WhatsApp Flow form page and click Refresh under Reply Sent After Form Submit. You should now see your new bot listed. Select it. Now comes the fun part, designing your form. You'll see a blank dashboard where you can drag and drop elements. Let's add some. I want this form to book appointments for a real estate agency. Let's drag a header and put the agency's name. Now, I want to ask the customer's first name, so for that I will use a text field. I will place the question in the label field, which is what the user will see. Let's set this as a required question as well. I can store these answers on custom fields, just as I did before with the user input flows. Custom fields are created on the Subscriber Manager. Just click on Manage, and then on Create. Here, I already have the ones I need, so let's store this under first name. I will drag another text field, this time to confirm their contact number. Let's add a third one for their email address. And a fourth one for their budget. Then, I'll drag a radio question. Here I will ask for the number of bedrooms they want in their house, and prompt them to select only one. Let's add the options. You'll notice each one has two parts. The first column is what the user sees. The second one is the internal ID. That's what you'll see in your reports. And finally, let's include a date field so they indicate to us their preferred date. Once your form is ready, drag in a Submit button. This is essential. No Submit button, no form. Now save the form. After a few minutes, you'll be redirected back to the WhatsApp Flows page, and you'll see your form listed. But hold up, you'll notice the status says Draft. That's because your flow isn't live yet. You still need to publish it before you can use it in a bot. Once you hit Publish, you won't be able to make changes to the form. So before you do that, always preview it first. To preview the flow, go to the Actions menu beside your form. Click the little portfolio icon to open the flow. Then hit the Preview Flow icon. This will show you how it looks on a phone screen. You can even test how it looks across different devices and color themes. If you need to make changes, just go back to the WhatsApp Flow screen, click Edit, tweak the form, and hit Save. Once everything looks perfect, go ahead and click Publish. Again, once published, no more edits. But after that, the form is officially active and ready to be used in your chatbot. So how do we actually use this flow inside a bot? Let's walk through it. Head to the Bot Manager, go to the Bot Reply page, and click Create. Inside the Visual Flow Builder, double-click on Start Bot Flow. Set your trigger keywords, the words that will activate this flow, and give it a title. Now drag in a WhatsApp Flow component. Double-click to configure it. Here's what you'll set up. Choose the form you created earlier. Add a header and a message to introduce the form. Optionally, add a footer. Then write the button text. This is what users will tap to open the form. So how do we actually use this flow inside a bot? Let's walk through it. Head to the Bot Manager, go to the Bot Reply page, and click Create. Inside the Visual Flow Builder, double-click on Start Bot Flow. Set your trigger keywords, the words that will activate this flow, and give it a title. Now, I will add several steps to make this interactive and guide the users towards selecting the kind of property they want. Finally, I will drag a WhatsApp Flow component. double-click to configure it. Here's what you'll set up. Choose the form you created earlier. Add a header and a message to introduce the form. Optionally, add a footer. Then write the button text. This is what users will tap to open the form. Hit save. Then save the bot. I will insert it after the other buttons too, and add some extra components to guide the user towards providing additional information. All of them will end with the WhatsApp flow for really qualified leads. Finally, hit save. Now, whenever someone triggers this bot, they'll receive your message with a button, and once they tap it, the WhatsApp flow will open right inside the conversation. Hit save, then save the bot. Now, whenever someone triggers this bot, they'll receive your message with a button, and once they tap it, the WhatsApp flow will open right inside the conversation. And how do you see those responses? Back in the WhatsApp Flow section, open the Actions menu next to your form and click Report Data. This will open a window with all the responses collected so far. Want to export them? Tap Download Report, and you'll get an Excel file with everything neatly stored. Super easy to analyze, segment, and use for follow-ups. And that's it. That's how you build, test, publish, and use WhatsApp flows to collect high-quality data right inside WhatsApp. In the next part, we'll show you how to send all these responses straight to Google Sheets. Saving your customer data directly into a Google Sheet using Bot Commerce is super helpful if you want to analyze your customers, send automatic WhatsApp messages, or target them with specific offers based on what they've ordered or the services they're interested in. Let me show you how to set it up. First, we need to connect your Google account. Head over to Settings in the Administration section and click on Google Sheet. Now click on Sign in with Google account. Choose the Gmail account you want to use. You'll be asked for a few permissions. Just allow all of them. Once that's done, you'll be redirected back to Bot Commerce and you'll see your Gmail account successfully connected. Next, click the Sync Data button. This pulls in all your Google Sheets so you can use them directly inside the platform. Let's create a new Google Sheet. Click on the Create button. Now select the Gmail account where you want to create this sheet. Let's give the sheet a title. If you want, you can also add a header by clicking on the Header button. Hit Save. To check if the sheet was created correctly, click on the Actions button and open the sheet directly from there. Now go back to the Bot Manager and let's create a new bot using the Flow Builder. Double-click on the Start Bot Flow component. Add a trigger keyword. For this example, we'll use Google Sheet. Now let's title this bot using the same name. Just paste the keyword into the bot title field. Next, choose the Google Sheet we just created from the dropdown. Save this component. Now drag in a text message component and connect it to the Start Bot Flow. Double-click on the text message and write something simple. Let's go with, "Hello, how are you?" Save your bot. Now, open WhatsApp and message your bot using the trigger keyword we just set, Google Sheet. Then, go back to the Google Sheets page inside Bot Commerce, refresh it, and click the option to view sheet content. And just like that, boom! Your WhatsApp data is already showing up in your sheet. Let's take it a step further and use Google Sheets to collect user input. First, create a new Google Sheet and name it something like User Input Flow. Now, add a header row with the fields you want to capture, for example, first name, email, and topics of interest. Click Save. Now go to the Bot Manager, find the user input flow we created earlier, and click the Edit button. Double-click on the User Input Flow component, and from the drop-down, select the new Google Sheet we just created. Save everything, and let's test it out. Go back to WhatsApp, trigger your user input flow, and start answering the questions. Once you complete the flow, return to the Google Sheets page in BotCommerce, refresh it, and you'll see the data show up right there, neatly stored and ready for you to use. And that's how you connect Google Sheets with BotCommerce to collect, store, and take action on your customer data. Now, Google Sheets can also receive information from catalogs, collecting orders from customers directly on chat. This is how a catalog looks. Let's see how to create it. Go to business.facebook.com and log in. Click on the profile and select your business account. On the left sidebar, select Assets, Commerce Manager. On the Commerce Manager page, scroll down and click on the Add Catalog button. For the product category, choose the one that best describes what you're selling. Here, we used online products. Then, select your account and give the catalog a name. Once all the basic information is set up, it's time to add a metapixel. Select the app you created to link your WhatsApp account to BotCommerce and enable the connection. In the next section, you can optionally add a partner to manage your catalog. Click on Assign People and turn on all the permissions. Then click on Next. Finally, select Manually as the method to add your products. Click on the Add Products button to start uploading them. Now, let's add and modify the products. You need at least 5 products for the catalog to work. Here's how. First, write your product's name in the title field, then upload an image, at least 640 by 640 pixels. Next, provide a description that briefly explains the product's features and benefits. After that, paste the website link for the product on your e-commerce site. Enter the price for the product, and if it's on sale, you can also add the sale price. Then, choose the Facebook product category that best describes the item and indicate whether it's new, used, or refurbished. Turn on the availability to show that the product is in stock, and set the status to active so it shows up in the catalog. Optionally, you can add the brand of the product and a content ID like a SKU or another dynamic identifier. When you're done, click Upload Item Products, and after a few minutes, you'll see your products listed, just like this. Next, let's generate a new token. Head over to Business, facebook.com/settings. In the menu on the left, select System Users, then click the Generate New Token button. Choose the application you're using, set the token expiration period, and in the Permissions section, make sure you add the Catalog Management permission. Click Generate Token and copy the new token. Now, let's link your catalog to your WhatsApp account. Open the WhatsApp Manager by clicking Business Manager in the Assets menu. Select WhatsApp accounts on the left sidebar. Choose the account you want to link the catalog to, and click the WhatsApp Manager button. Once inside, click Catalog on the left sidebar, and then click Choose a Catalog. Select your catalog by name, and click Connect. Your catalog is now linked to your WhatsApp business account. Now, let's connect it to your chatbot. Go to Connect Account under the WhatsApp section. Click on the Sync button under your WhatsApp number, and then go to the e-commerce catalog menu. You'll see your connected catalog here. you can now include catalog products in your chatbot sequences. These products will be sent as messages when a customer sends a specific keyword or clicks on a button. Here's how you do it. Head to the WhatsApp bot manager in the left sidebar. Select your WhatsApp account, then go to Bot Reply and click the Create button. This will take you to the Visual Flow Builder. Double-click the Start Bot Flow to name it, and then add a trigger to the flow. To use catalog products, you'll need an interactive element. Drag the interactive template into the flow and connect it to the Start Bot flow. Double-click the template to configure it. Add a header, body text, and a footer to your message. The interactive template lets you add catalogs through the e-commerce socket. Simply drag a connector from the e-commerce socket and release it to create the catalog element. Double-click the catalog element and select your catalog from the list. Now, there are two options for adding products, single or multiple. If you choose multiple, drag a connector from the multiple socket to create a product section with 3 products. You can always add more or remove any products as needed. Additionally, you can create multiple sections with several products. Double-click the product section to name it, and double-click each product element to select a product from the drop-down list. If you can't see your products in this list, go back to the e-commerce catalog section, click on See Products, and enable the products that are missing images. Click Synchronize, wait for the images to appear, and then go back to the Visual Flow Builder and refresh the page. Once you've finished setting up, click Save. Now, whenever a customer triggers your flow, the catalog will be sent automatically. To manage catalog orders, go to the top of the e-commerce catalog page and click on Catalog Orders. Here, you can also change the status of an order if necessary. Finally, let's see how to get your products updated on a Google Sheet. First, create a sheet like before. Click the Create Sheet button, select your Gmail account, and give the sheet a title like WhatsApp Catalog Order. Save it, then click on the View button to see the sheet you just created. In this Google Sheet, create column headers to organize your WhatsApp catalog data. We'll do this only once, and then BotCommerce will automatically save the correct data into each column. So let's add the following headers: order ID, catalog ID, product name, buyer name, phone number, amount, order date, order address, and status. Now, select all the headers and give them a background color to make them stand out. Once that's done, go back to the e-commerce catalog section from WhatsApp and scroll down to the Catalog Manager to connect the Google Sheet. You can add multiple Google Sheets if you want, but one should be enough in most cases. Alright, so you've already learned how to gather your leads info and get them to make purchases directly through chat. But what if you're offering services and need your chatbot to help with booking appointments? Well, you're in luck because that's totally possible. You can actually connect a third-party calendar to your bot, and trust me, this will save you tons of time. You'll be able to manage both your and your team's availability and automatically block off slots when customers book their appointments. For today's demo, we'll use Calendly, but honestly, the steps are pretty much the same for any other calendar app you want to integrate. Let's break it down. First, log in to Calendly. Head to their website and sign in with your account. Now, click on New Event Type from your dashboard. Choose the type of event you want to set up, and follow the simple setup wizard. You'll need to fill in details like the event name, how long it'll take, and when you're available. One important step, you need to ask for your customer's WhatsApp number when they book. This ensures your integration goes smoothly later on. Plus, you can send them booking confirmations directly on WhatsApp. To do this, just go to the Invitee Questions section while setting up your event. Add a new question, pick phone number as the field type, and label it something like WhatsApp number. Make this field required. You don't want to miss out on getting that contact info. You can also add extra questions to get more info from your customers, which will help you personalize confirmation and reminder messages later. Once you've got everything set up, click Save. Calendly will generate a unique link for your event. Grab that link because that's what your chatbot will use to guide customers through the booking process. Now, let's move on to Bot Commerce to set up the chatbot. Head over to your bot manager and create a new flow. Give it a name and set up the trigger keywords. For example, I'm using the word book, so every time someone types book in their message, the bot will respond with the booking link. Next, drag a CTA URL button into the flow. Double-click to edit it. Add a header with a message saying something like, select your preferred date and time below. You can also add a footer if you like. Then, create a button that says Open Calendar and paste your Calendly link right into the URL field. Once everything's ready, hit Save. Let's test it out. When a customer wants to book an appointment, they'll click the Open Calendar button, which will take them straight to your calendar. Simple, right? Now, here's where the real magic happens. We want to send an automatic WhatsApp confirmation when someone books an appointment, and we also want to remind them a day before so they don't forget. To set this up, we're using Pabbly integration. If you don't have an account yet, head over to Pabbly, sign up, and then go to Pabbly Connect. First, click on Create a new flow. Now, let's set up the trigger. Select Calendly as your app for the first step. For the trigger event, choose Invitee Created. Next, connect your Calendly account to Pabbly. Just click Connect and authorize Pabbly to access your Calendly account. This is a one-time step, and it's super easy. Once everything's connected, make sure the organization and user fields are correct, as they'll contain the event you just created. Next, click Save and Send Test Request. To do this, book an event on your Calendly calendar. Make sure you use a valid WhatsApp number when filling out the form. Pabbly will grab all the booking details and show you the response, like the customer's name, appointment time, and WhatsApp number. Now, let's add an action step. Click the plus icon and choose WhatsApp Cloud API. For the action event, pick Send Template Message. Now it's time to connect your WhatsApp account to Pabbly. This part is pretty easy. Head over to Business, facebook.com. Log into your business portfolio the same one you used to link your WhatsApp with Bot Commerce earlier. Go to Business Settings, then System Users, and find the system user owning your WhatsApp business account. Click on Generate Token. Select the account, set it to Never Expire, and in the Permissions section, make sure you select Business Management and WhatsApp Permissions. Once you generate the token, copy it and paste it into Pabbly. Then, go to Apps and select the one that is linked to your WhatsApp account. If you logged in using the one-click integration of Bot Commerce and have never created one, it's going to be the only one on this section. Click on the three-dot menu, and then on Open App and Dashboard to open the developer's portal. Then, go to WhatsApp, API Setup. There, you will find both the WhatsApp business account ID and the phone number ID. Paste them into Pabbly as well. When ready, click Save to finish the connection process. Now, we need to set up a WhatsApp template for the confirmation message of your calendar. Go back to Meta, open the WhatsApp section, and head to the WhatsApp Manager. Create a new template. You'll use variables here. Think of them as placeholders that you can fill in with info collected from Calendly. You'll need to set up placeholders for the customer's name, appointment date, and time. Once that's ready, save it. Keep in mind that Meta needs to approve the template, so give it a couple of minutes. Once it's approved, head back to Pabbly, click on Sync, and select the template. Now, map the variables you just created in your WhatsApp template. For the recipient's phone number, instead of typing it out, choose the phone number field from Calendly. That way, the correct WhatsApp number gets automatically filled in. For the body of the message, map the variables for the customer's name, date, and time. The time format coming from Calendly is a bit tricky to read, so let's fix that. Add a date/time formatter step to your workflow in Pabbly. Select Format Date with Time Zone and set the fields to adjust the format to something more readable. Do the same for the time. Finally, click Save and Send Test Request. If everything is set up correctly, Pabbly will send a WhatsApp confirmation to the customer's number. Now, repeat the same process to send a reminder message the day before the appointment. Here, we will add another date/time formatter to automatically detect the time in which it must be sent. As the action, select Add, Subtract Time. And before configuring it, let's add another step. This will be a delay, and as the action, we will select Delay Until. We have to map it from the formatter. Here it tells us the format, so let's make sure that the output of the subtractor is set like this. Now, configure the actual time when the message will be sent. For example, 1 day before the date selected by the customer, which we will map from Calendly as well. Finally, save and make sure the workflow is turned on. Once you've set it up, Pabbly will send the reminder to the customer on time, so they never miss their appointment. Automation is powerful, but some conversations still need the human touch. That's where live chat comes in. Whether you're answering complex questions, jumping into hot leads, or collaborating with teammates, this tool makes it easy to manage real-time conversations and never miss a beat. To use the live chat, we first need to set up two things: the language of the account and the agent role, so you can add your team to handle conversations. So, before jumping into your chats, let's make sure you've got your preferred language set up for live translations. Click on the Account section. You'll usually find this in your Profile dropdown or Settings panel. Then, look for Live Chat Translator language. Just select your preferred language from the drop-down menu, hit Update, and you're good to go. This ensures that anytime you're chatting with someone in another language, you can translate their message instantly. No awkward copy-paste needed. Now, to set up the agent role, open the app. Go to the Management section at the bottom of your left sidebar and click on Team Roles. Inside the Team Roles page, tap on Create. Give the role a name. In this case, it's Sales Agents. In the bottom section, select the modules that people with this role will have access to. Also, specify if they will be able to create, update, delete, or manage the content within those sections. For Sales Agents, we recommend turning on all the live chat permissions, as well as the Subscriber Manager. When you are finished, click on Save. Once your new role is created, you have to assign people to it. click on Team Members under the Management section at the left sidebar. On the Team Members page, click on Create. You will create a new account for your collaborator. Provide their name and email. Give them a password to log in, and assign them a role. Finally, indicate the accounts that this specific collaborator will be able to see and manage. Turn on the Allow Assigned Chat to grant them access as an agent on the live chat tools. Finally, make sure their status is enabled, and click on Create. So, now that you have the agents and the language in place, let's go back to the dashboard and explore the actual live chat. Once you're in the live chat view, you'll see it's divided into 3 main sections: the subscriber list, the chat window, and the chat actions panel. Let's take a look at each. Over on the left is your subscriber list. This is where all your customer conversations live. You can change between accounts and use the search bar to quickly find someone by name, or tap the little filter icon to narrow things down by label, sequence, or sort by most recent replies. Want to view only your assigned chats? Click Mine. Need to see everything? Choose All Chats. You can also filter by unread, archived, blocked, or resolved conversations. Oh, and if you're ever wondering if a new message came in, toggle sound alerts with the bell icon. And if you manage multiple accounts, switch between them using the drop-down at the top. Now let's move to the center. This is your chat window, where all the real-time magic happens. Need to organize things? Click Mark as to archive or block someone. Want to come back later? Set a follow-up reminder with the clock icon. And here's the star of the show, the Translate button. Whenever you get a message in a different language, just click Translate and you'll get an instant, clear translation based on the language you selected earlier. To pause the AI chatbot temporarily to intervene, click on Actions. Pause bot reply. You can turn it back on in the same place. Here, you can also subscribe or unsubscribe users. Reset flows if someone's stuck in a chatbot loop, clear chat history just from your view, and leave chat once you're done. Remember that in WhatsApp, for contacts outside of the 24-hour window, you can only communicate with templates, as the ones we created before for the appointment booking. Click here to send a template. You can also send bot flows and WhatsApp flows to contacts that have messaged you within the last day. If you want to tidy up any message before sending it, hit Rewrite with AI to clean up grammar or spelling. Need to share a file? Just drag and drop images, PDFs, docs, it all works. You can also add captions, select multiple files, or even send a voice message if needed. Want to send a location? Just click the pin icon, type in the address and name, and it'll go out via Google Maps. You can also create canned responses for frequently asked questions. Click on the icon to see them all, or add a new one. You can later call them using the / symbol while typing. On the Chat Actions panel, you can assign chats to specific teammates. Use labels to tag conversations by type, like billing or support, and custom fields to store key info about each customer. You can fill these out manually or have them auto-filled by your bots. Need to leave a reminder for yourself or a teammate? Add a note to the chat. Remember to save any changes till they are actually applied. And just like that, you're ready to master the live chat with bot commerce. Follow-ups can be scheduled for specific leads too. The Sequence Message Campaign feature lets you automate communication with both active and inactive users, nurturing your leads and improving engagement at just the right times. Plus, it helps you stay on top of performance, so you know which sequences are hitting the mark. Let's dive into how to create one. First, go ahead and create a new flow. Double-click on the Start Bot Flow. Select the Subscribe to Sequence option and create a brand new sequence. Don't forget to hit Save after making your changes. The sequence will appear by itself like this. double-click on New Sequence Campaign and give your sequence campaign a name. It's time to specify the preferred delivery time for messages scheduled outside that 24-hour window. You can also select the time zone from the time zone field. Now, here's where the magic happens. Click on the Send Message After box, and you've got two awesome options for each step. Schedule the message for a daily sequence. This allows you to send messages up to 30 days after your lead's last contact. You'll need to create a template message like we did earlier. Choose your preferred time for delivery, and you're all set. Schedule the message within the 24-hour window. If you want your message to be sent the day after the lead's last contact, this aligns perfectly with Meta's policies for free messaging. You can even select the exact time it should be sent within that 24-hour period. For now, let's keep it simple and leave the 3 within the 24-hour window. Double-click on the next Send Message After components and decide how long after the previous message the next one should be sent. You can set this to your preference. Once you're done setting the timings, connect the message components. Whether you're sending text, images, or buttons, just make sure they're all in place. And once that's done, click Save. Now let's talk about how leads get connected to your sequence. You can add a sequence at the start of other flows so that any lead interacting with them gets automatically subscribed. Alternatively, you can manually subscribe a lead from the live chat or from the subscriber manager. Finally, don't forget to check out the performance metrics. You can do this by going to Bot Manager greater than Sequence, where you can also edit your sequences as needed. And that's it. With this feature, you can fully automate your communication, keep users engaged, and track what works best for your business. Now, you can also broadcast messages to several WhatsApp subscribers for sending, for example, important news or promos. You can send any type of messages on broadcasting to active subscribers who are inside the 24-hour window. But if the subscribers were inactive in the last 24 hours or were manually added, we must use a message template to send broadcast messages. To create a broadcast campaign, go to the WhatsApp menu and select Broadcast. Then pick the bot account for which the broadcast campaign is to be created. Click on the Create button. As soon as we accomplish that, the Visual Flow Builder will launch. There is an Action button and a Start Bot Flow. In the actions, broadcasting is already selected. Give the campaign a name. We have two options here: 24 hours and anytime. If we select 24 hours, then this broadcast will be targeted to those who are active in the last 24 hours. If we choose anytime, it will target all subscribers. But we must use a message template to broadcast. We will see how to create a message template and use it for anytime broadcasts soon in this course. Let's do this for 24 hours. It will show the total number of targeted subscribers. We can include or exclude subscribers by using a label. For example, if we want to exclude subscribers with a certain label, then we will add that label in the Exclude field. Yes, we can see that the targeted subscribers are fewer now. Click on the OK button. Now, double-click on the Start Bot Flow and give it a name. Let's add messages. We can add any kind of message. I am adding an interactive element with buttons. Now, let's save it. As soon as we save, the campaign will be created, and the broadcast messages will be sent right away. You can check the campaign status here. As we now know, we must utilize a message template if we want to send a broadcast message to subscribers who have been inactive for 24 hours. So, let's see how to create a message template. Go to the bot manager from WhatsApp. Select the bot account and click on Message Template, and then on the Create button. Give the template a name. Select the locale. Then select the template category. We can create transactional, marketing, and OTP templates. Then we have a header. If we select text, then we will get a text field to add text. However, if we choose an image or another kind, we must include the image or whatever it is when using this template. For now, I am selecting text. We can use custom field data and add the name of the user on the header text if we want. Then comes the message body. Besides custom fields and name, we can use variables here. These variables will require you to add data when using this template for broadcasting. We will see how later in this section. Let's write the body. We can add footer text, but it's not mandatory. You also have the option to add call to action and quick reply buttons. I am going to use a call to action button for this template. Select the button type and add button text. Set the action value. We can add a maximum of 2 call to action buttons. Finally, save the template. Click on the check status. Message templates must be approved by WhatsApp before you can use them. Most of the times, they will be approved instantly. Now, let's see how to use the message template for broadcasting. Go to Broadcasting. Select the bot account, and then click on Create button. Give the campaign a name. Select Anytime. It will show the targeted subscribers. Select the template from the list. We can also include or exclude any label. Then we have sending time. We can send it right away, or we can schedule this campaign. For the schedule, select the time, and then select the time zone. For instance, we will send the campaign instantly. Give a name for the start bot flow. Finally, save the campaign. Now, we will create another message template with variables. First, we need to create variables. Under the template variables, click on the Create button. Just set a name for the variable. It allows only alphanumeric values. Click on the Save button. Let's create one more variable, and another one. Now, let's create a template. In this template, we will use the variables we have just created. Give the template a name. Select the locale. Select the template category. Let's add a header in text form. On the message body, we will use variables so that we can use different values for variables on different campaigns. Click on the variables to select the variable. Just remember that variables should only be used in between other texts. You cannot include them at the end or beginning of the body. Then comes the button. We will use quick reply this time. Add the button text. We will be able to select a post back for these quick reply button when we set the broadcast campaign. Save it. Now, let's go to broadcasting again. Select Anytime. Select the message template we just have created. Here's the option to select a post back for the quick reply button we have on the message template. Select a post back. As we used variables for this message template, they need to be added here. Enter the value for the offer percentage and expiry date. Give the start bot flow a name. And click on the Save button to send the campaign. Yes, the broadcasting has been successful. We can see the variable value in the message. Let's create another message template with a header other than text. Let's create one. Go to the bot manager from WhatsApp. Select the bot account and click on the message template. Click on the Create button. Give a name for the template. Select the locale. Select the template category. This time, let's use an image on the header. We will get the option to add the image while using this message template. Enter the body text. Add buttons. Save it. Now, let's create another broadcasting campaign and configure it as before. Select Message Template. Then select the template from the list. You will be asked to upload the image for the header. Upload it and click Submit. Configure the Start Bot flow name and save. The campaign will be sent with the image you select every time you use this template. Finally, let's see how you can target numbers from a customer list. Go to the Subscriber Manage and click on Options, Import Subscribers. There, you can download a sample CSV. Use it to make sure you configure your database using the same headers for each data field. Optionally, you can connect a Google Sheet in here too, with the same format parameters. It is essential that the phone numbers are in the correct format and include the country code, but without the plus sign. You can also add some additional fields here that will be stored in the platform as custom variables. As we saw while creating a user input flow, these variables can later be used to personalize your chatbot messages. Finally, when the document is ready, I will download it as a CSV file and add it to BotCommerce. Select the account to which you will link these contacts and add a label to identify them. Click on Confirm to complete the import process. Now we will create a new broadcast campaign. Let's assign it a name as before and select Anytime. On the label IDs, we will select the one we used before to identify the list of contacts. You can also assign another label down here to identify that you have already targeted them. Here you can also use the custom fields we had in our CSV file to narrow the audience further. Right now, I will leave this blank. Let's use one of the templates we created before. Add the locale, add the time, and save. The campaign will be sent automatically. For Shopify owners, the first step is connecting BotCommerce with your store. First, go to Integration from the dashboard of BotCommerce. Then, select E-commerce. Click on the New button. Select Shopify. Give the profile a name to identify it later. Now, we need to put the store subdomain and admin access token here. Let's copy the subdomain of the Shopify store and paste it. For access token, go to the settings of the Shopify store and then go to Apps and Sales Channels. Then, click on Develop Apps for your store button. Then, click on Create an App button. Give a name to the app. Click on the Create App button. Now, click on the Configure Admin API Scopes. Here, we need to give permission for some options. We need read and write permissions for order editing. Now, go to the top of this page and hit the Save button. Then, go to API Credential and click on the Install App button. Click Install again. Here, we will get the Admin API Access Token. We can reveal the access token only once. So, we'll copy it and save it somewhere safe as well as add it to BotCommerce. Let's click on the Reveal Token once. Copy it and paste it on BotCommerce. Save it. So, this is how we can integrate Shopify with BotCommerce. Now, we will be able to use this integration on webhook workflow for various reasons. In the following sections, we will see them step by step. Now that your Shopify store is connected, you can use BotCommerce to send automatic order notifications to your customers. Let's see how. First, we will have to create a message template that we want to send to Shopify customers. To create a message template, go to Bot Manager and select Message Template. We will use some variables in the message templates, and we already have created some variables for our previous campaigns. If you need more, you may add more variables by clicking the Create button under the template variable. Let's click on the Create Template button. Give a name to the template. Then, write the message body. We will be using variables in the message body. I am using the total price, product list, and estimated delivery date variables in this message template. Click on the Save button. Let's check the status of the template. Yes, it's approved. Now, let's go to Webhook Workflow. And then, go to New Workflow. Give a name to the workflow. Select the WhatsApp bot account from which you want to send the message. Then select the message template we have just created. Now, click on the Create Workflow button. As soon as we do that, we will get a webhook callback URL. Copy the URL. Now, go to the Shopify admin account. From there, go to Settings. Then go to Notifications. From there, navigate to Webhook. Then click on Create Webhook. On the Event field, select Order Creation. Keep the format as JSON. Paste the URL that we copied from BotCommerce. Finally, click on the Save button. Now, go back to BotCommerce and click on the Capture Webhook Response button. It will wait to get a webhook response. From the Shopify settings, send a test notification. Let's wait for the notification on BotCommerce. Yes, we have the response with sample data. Now, let's map the webhook response. First, its phone number. For Shopify, it's the phone number under the shipping address. Select it from the list. We need to use formatters for the phone number. In this case, we will create two different formatters. One is to remove the plus sign, and the other is to remove any dash in the phone number. Let's click on the New button to create a formatter. Give a name for the formatter. From the Action menu, select Trim Left. On the Trim field, put the plus sign. Save the formatter. Let's create another formatter for removing dashes from the phone number. Give a name. Choose Replace from the Action menu. Look for dash and replace it with nothing. Save the formatter. Now, on the formatter, add both of the formatters we have just created. Now, select the variable for total price. On the variable product list, we will use line items. If we check on the raw data, we can see that, under line items, the title and name are both the same. So, we can use any of them for items. Now, let's select line items on the variable. We will need a formatter for the products. Give a name for the formatter. In the action, select Concat List Items. In the glue, we will use a comma, because we will concat items with comma. Then select which position. In this case, it is name. Save the formatter. Then, select it from the list. Then there is an estimated delivery date. We'll use the date of purchase and increase it by the number of days to calculate the delivery date. For instance, if a delivery takes 7 days at your company, simply add 7 days to the date of purchase. So, let's select the date created. Then, create a formatter for it. Give a name for the formatter. On the action, select Day Add, and then put the number of days. Save the formatter. Now, select the formatter. Here comes the option to add a delay time for sending the message. It must be used with minutes. For example, if we want to send the message after 2 hours, we will have to use 120 minutes. For now, we are not using any delay time. We can also add conditions to send message. For that, we need to create rules. We are not using that option for this instance. But if you need, you can create rules. Finally, click on the Save Workflow button to save the workflow. Now, let's test this integration by purchasing anything from the Shopify store. Let's return to BotCommerce to see the report after making the purchase. It's in the pending status. This should be handled in a short while. Yes, it has been processed. So, the message should be received on WhatsApp. Yes, the message with all the details has been received on WhatsApp. So, this is how we can send Shopify order notifications to customers' WhatsApp accounts when they make a purchase on the Shopify store. When a customer adds an item to their cart but decides not to make a purchase, the cart is said to be abandoned. Every day, Shopify store owners lose out on numerous purchases when supposedly well-intentioned customers abandon their carts before checking out. An abandoned cart recovery message can be sent to recover those lost sales. You may use it to remind customers of the items they have in their shopping carts and nudge them toward completing their purchases. Let's see how to do that on BotCommerce. Go to the WhatsApp Bot Manager. Select the WhatsApp bot account from which you want to send the message. Then go to the message template. We can manually create templates, but BotCommerce has given the option to create default message templates with just one click. Let's create a default template. Click on the Create Default button. Yes, it has created 4 default templates for different types of messages. Also, it has created some default variables for templates. We can use them on other message templates too, if we want. Now, let's check whether they are approved or not. Oh, they are pending. Let's wait for a while and check back. Yes, they have been approved. Now, let's go to Shopify Automation. Then click on the Create button. Give a name for the campaign. Select Store Type. Now, select the Store API. Then select the action from the drop-down list. In this case, we will use Abandoned Cart Recovery. Then we have Message Delay option. By default, it's 30 minutes. We can change it if we want. Then comes the message template. Depending on the action, the message template is already selected. Then we have the option to assign label and sequence. In this instance, we are not using any labels or sequences, but you can use them if you want. Finally, click on the Save button. Yes, the campaign has been created. Now, let's test this automation by creating an abandoned cart on the Shopify store. Let's create an order. Fill up the contact and shipping address. Then go to the payment page and just ignore it. This order will be counted as an abandoned cart. The cart won't be considered abandoned until the customer visits the payment page. Now, BotCommerce should send a message to WhatsApp after 30 minutes. Let's wait for 30 minutes. Yes, it has sent a message with an abandoned cart reminder. Now, let's see how to set up a Shopify cash on delivery verification using BotCommerce. Cash on delivery is a method of payment where cash is paid after the goods have been delivered. Because it reduces the worry involved with purchases, it is a very popular and convenient payment option among online shoppers. However, a big weakness of COD is that it is a big source of operational costs due to cancellations, as customers frequently unintentionally order an item and cancel it, or place fake orders by providing an invalid phone number. So, it's a good practice to verify the cash on delivery COD orders before starting the delivery process. Let's see how. Go to the WhatsApp Bot Manager. Select the WhatsApp account from which we want to send the message. Then select Message Template. Here we have to create message templates. We can create message templates manually by clicking on the Create button. Also, BotCommerce has the option to create default templates. In this case, we will use default templates. So, just click on the Create Default button. It will generate 4 different templates. Then we need to check the status. We have shown this process in our previous video. You may pause this video and go to our previous video to learn how to create default templates. This is only a few easy clicks. After creating the message templates, we need to go to WooCommerce and Shopify Automation. From here, click on the Create button. As soon as we click on the button, we will get a form to create the automation campaign. Give a name to the campaign. Select the store type. Select the Store API from the drop-down list. Then select the action. Here we have to select Cash on Delivery Verification. Then we have an option for message delay. By default, it's 15 minutes, but we can change it if we want. Then comes the message template. The message template is already selected, depending on the action we have selected. In this message template, we have 2 buttons. One is for confirming the order, and the other one is for canceling the order. For each of the buttons, we need to select a postback. By default, there is an action button postback for confirming and canceling buttons. We can also use manually created postbacks for these buttons. We can find the default postbacks on the Actions button menu. If you don't see these 2 action buttons, then just reset the action buttons. We can also edit these action buttons. To edit, just click on them. Now, let's get back to the automation campaign. In the action, select Update tag for Confirm button. Then write the note. By default, there is already a note. You can change this note if you want. For the Cancel Order button, a postback, and the action are already selected by default. Actually, there isn't much that we need to do. By default, almost everything is chosen. Then we have label and sequence. We can assign labels and sequences for the user. To assign a label and sequence, just click on the form field and select from the drop-down list. Finally, save the campaign. That's it. Finally, let's see how you can use BotCommerce's HTTP API to fetch real-time product data from Shopify and showcase it to your chatbot. You can configure your bot flows to dynamically display your products in WhatsApp, turning it into a real sales booster. Let's see how. Please note that WhatsApp list messages can display up to 10 products at a time. To work around this, we'll first show a list of categories. Once a category is selected, we'll display the products within that category in the WhatsApp list messages. Let's get started. The Shopify store features 3 categories or collections, each containing multiple products. In the WhatsApp bot, we'll first display the list of collections. Once a collection is selected, we'll showcase the products within that collection. Using this approach, we can display up to 100 products through the chatbot efficiently. From the BotCommerce dashboard, navigate to the Bot Manager section. Ensure the bot reply option is selected. Then click the Create button. This will open the Visual Flow Builder. Double-click on the Get Started element. Add keywords and assign a name to it. Then save it. Let's add a general text reply. Double-click on it and add text. Next, we'll use the HTTP API element to fetch data from the Shopify store using an endpoint URL. Let's add the HTTP API element alongside the text reply. Double-click on it and click the Create button. This will take you to the HTTP API module. Click the Create button again. Using this HTTP API, we'll fetch all the collections from the Shopify store and display them using the List Item feature. Assign a name to the HTTP API and select the Get method. Next, we need to add a test subscriber ID. This subscriber ID will be used to test the bot. I will test the bot using my own WhatsApp account, so I will use my subscriber ID as the test subscriber ID. To obtain the test subscriber ID, navigate to the Subscriber Manager. Copy the subscriber ID and paste it in the required fields. Now, we need to add the endpoint URL. We will retrieve it from the Shopify developer documentation. This endpoint URL format to get the list of collections is provided there. Simply append your personal Shopify URL to the format and use it as the endpoint URL. Let's add it to BotCommerce. Next, we need to add header data. Click on the Add button. Set content type as the header key. Select the header type as static value and enter application JSON as the header value. We also need another header. Click on the Add button again. For the header key, enter X Shopify access token. The header type will also be static value. For the header value, add the access token from the Shopify. To get the access token, go to Shopify and navigate to Settings. Select App and Sales Channel. Then, click on Develop Apps. Click on the Create button and assign a name to the app. Click Create App again, and the app will be created. Next, click on the Configure Admin API Scopes and grant read and write permission for both product listings and products. Then, go to the App Settings and click on the Install App button. This will generate an API access token. Click on the Refill Access token. Copy the token and paste it to BotCommerce. Finally, scroll down and click on the Verify Connection button. BotCommerce will fetch the raw data from this collection. By clicking on the Load Data button, we can confirm that the data has been successfully fetched from the Shopify store. Next, we need to map the data. Click on the Add button. In the Map field, select a custom field where the raw data will be saved initially. To create a custom field, go to BotCommerce Subscriber Manager. Click on the Manage Custom Field option. Then, click on the Create button. Assign a name to the custom field. Make the reply type as text. Save it. Afterward, click on the Refresh button. Then, select the newly created custom field. In the map value, select the custom collections. Finally, click on the Save API button. Yes, the HTTP API has been successfully created. Now, let's return to the bot building process. Click on the refresh button. Then, select the HTTP API we just created. At this point, we have the data for custom collections. We just need to display it in a list message. Next, add an interactive element to the bot. Fill in the header text and body text. Add a list message and give it a name. Provide a title for the section. Let's keep only one row element since this will be dynamic. Double-click on the row element and select the row generation method as dynamic. Then, select the custom field for the dynamic row. Here, choose the custom field where the JSON data of the custom collection is stored. Remember, the custom field we selected earlier during the data mapping process. Select the same one field where the data for the custom collection is saved. Now, we need to add a key or index for the dynamic row title. If we examine the raw data, we can see that the key used for the title of the collection is title. Therefore, we will input title in the raw title field. In the body field, to include data from JSON, we need to use the custom field enclosed in hashtags and utilize an arrow to navigate to the specific key. Now, we need to add a custom field to store the selected list item. In subscribers, click on any Shopify product collection from the list. We must save the collection ID in the custom field. This is essential because using this collection ID, we can display the products under that collection by utilizing another HTTP API. Click on the Add New button, give a name to the custom field, and set the type to text. Next, select the custom field from the list. Then, set the key for the value to be saved in the custom field. In this case, we'll save the collection's ID. Now, let's add a text reply. Adding a reply is necessary because in the next step, we'll create another HTTP API to fetch products and display them in a list. Double-click on the text element and enter some text. Click the bot and trigger it to save sample data to the custom field. Sample data will be required to set up the next HTTP API. Now, if we check the subscriber's custom field data, we can see that the data has been successfully saved to the custom fields. This custom field data can be used in the HTTP API to display the products of the selected collection. Let's go back to the Visual Flow Builder, add another HTTP API element along with a text reply. Click on the Create button to create an HTTP API that will list the products of the selected collection. Click on the Create button again. Assign a name to the HTTP API. Select the method as GET, and enter the test subscriber ID. For the endpoint URL, refer to the developer documentation. This is the endpoint URL to retrieve the products of a collection. We have already prepared our endpoint URL, so let's add it there. We just need to use the custom field instead of collection ID. The custom field, we have the collection ID set. Copy the custom field and paste into the collection ID parameter. Next, we need to add headers, just as we did in the previous HTTP API. Everything will remain the same as in the previous HTTP API header. Click on the Verify Connection button and review the raw data. The product's data has been successfully fetched from Shopify. Now, let's map the HTTP API responses. In the map value, select Products, and in the map field, choose a custom field where the data will be saved. If a suitable custom field doesn't exist, go back to the Subscriber Manager and create one. After creating the custom field, click on the Refresh button and select the newly created custom field. Finally, click on the Save API button. Now, let's return to the Flow Builder. Click on the Refresh button and select the HTTP API we just created. Add an interactive element and provide the header text and body text. After that, add the list message. Assign a name to the list message and give a name to the selection. Remove all rows except one. Double-click on the remaining row and set the row type to dynamic. Then select the custom field for the dynamic row. This custom field contains the JSON data of the products in the collection. Next, select the key for the row title. To do this, navigate to the raw data and copy the key you want to use as a title. For the row description, You can also use dynamic data to display product details by selecting the appropriate key. In the Save Selection field, we need to add a custom field where the product handle will be saved. This allows us to send the product's URL to the customer. Click the Add New button. Assign a name to the custom field. Set the type to text. Then, select the custom field from the drop-down list. Next, add the key for the save value. In this case, we'll save the handle of the product. Once done, save the configuration. Now I'll add a text reply. In the text reply, I'll write a thank you message and include the URL of the product. The product handle and the URL will be dynamic. To do this, copy a product URL from the Shopify store and paste it into the text reply. Replace the product handle in the URL with the custom field where the selected product's handle is stored. Ensure there are no unwanted spaces or line breaks in the URL. Save the text reply and finally save the bot. That's it. Let's test this now. Great. The chatbot provided in the product URL works perfectly. To integrate your WooCommerce store with bot commerce, go to Integrations from the dashboard. Then go to E-commerce. Click on the New button. Select WooCommerce. Here we have to put a profile name for identification. Then, we need to enter the store URL. That's going to be the base URL of your WordPress website. Let's copy the URL and paste it here. Now, we need to put the consumer key and consumer secret. Let's go to the WordPress admin dashboard. From there, select WooCommerce and click on the settings. Click on the Advanced option. Then, click on the REST API. Then, click on the Add Key button. Give a description. In the permission, select Read and Write. Finally, click on the Generate API Key button. Copy the consumer key and paste it on bot commerce. Do the same for the consumer secret. Click on the Save button. And with this, the integration is done. In the next sections, we will see how to use it to create order confirmations, cash-on-delivery verification messages, and more. After integrating the WooCommerce store with bot commerce, you need to create a message template. To create a message template, go to WhatsApp Bot Manager and select the bot account. Then, go to Message Template. Here, we can create a message template manually or use default templates. To create default templates, just click on the Create Default button. It will create 4 different templates for different uses. Also, it will create some variables. We have already created default message templates. After creating default templates, you need to check the status of the templates. To check status, just click on the Check Status button. Make sure the message template is approved before using it. Now, let's go to WooCommerce and Shopify Automation. Click on the Create button to create an automation campaign for sending WooCommerce order notifications. As soon as you click on the button, it will provide a form to create the campaign. First, you need to give the campaign a name. Then, select the store type. Select the store API. Then, we have action. Select the action as order notification. Then, we have a message delay. By default, it's 0 minutes. You can change it if you want. Here is the message template. Depending on the action, the appropriate message template is automatically selected. In the message template, there is a variable called System Delivery After Days. We can add a static delivery time in days, or just keep it blank for mapping the store's delivery date. You can add the number of days that your store will take for the delivery. Then, we have Label and Sequence. We can assign a label and sequence to the user. Click on the Form field to select the label and sequence. Finally, save the campaign. That's it. Let's put this campaign to the test by placing an order on the WooCommerce store. Let's go to the store and create an order. Let's wait for bot commerce to send a WhatsApp message. Yes, it has sent the message on WhatsApp. That's how we can use bot commerce to send a WooCommerce order notification on WhatsApp. Have you ever wondered how many potential customers visit your WooCommerce store every day, but never complete their purchase? Well, in this section, we are going to dive into an awesome feature of bot commerce to recover those abandoned carts and turn them into sales. By reaching out directly and offering a helping hand, you can increase your conversion rate and boost your overall sales revenue. So let's get started. To do this, first you need to download a plugin called WooCommerce Abandoned Cart Webhook Plugin. Open the bot commerce dashboard and scroll down to the administration section. Then click on Settings, scroll down to the e-commerce option, and here you can see the download option for this plugin. Now go to the WooCommerce dashboard, click on the plugin option, and install the plugin. I have already installed it, so I'm just gonna skip and move on to the next part. Now go to Settings, and then go to the Abandoned Cart Webhook option. Now we just have to create a message template that your customers will receive every time they abandon a cart. Go back to the bot commerce dashboard, then go to the bot manager, and then to the message template option. Click on the Create button to create a message template. Give the template a name. Remember to write in lowercase and leave no space in between the words. So I'm gonna write WooCommerce Abandoned Cart. Oops, no space. Card recovery. Okay, done. Now I'm gonna choose marketing as a template category, and I have already written a message for this template. So I'm just gonna copy it and paste it over here in the message body section. And also I'm gonna write hi. Then take the username to make it more personalized. So I'm just going to copy it. Finally, I'm gonna write thanks. And that's it for this message. Then I will add a call to action button. When users click on this button, they will be redirected to your website. So select button type to URL. Give a name to your button. So I'm just gonna write purchase now, copy the website's cart URL link, paste it here and save it. And just like that, our message template is ready, so let's just click on the sync button to get it approved by WhatsApp. I will be clicking on this sync button until it's approved. Now let's go to the webhook workflow option and click on the Create button to create a new webhook. Give a workflow name, so I'm just gonna write WooCommerce Abandoned Cart and choose the message template that we just made. Click on this Create Workflow button and it's done. Copy this webhook URL and go back to the WooCommerce Abandoned Cart webhook settings. Paste it here, and after that click on Save Changes. Now it's time to map the data. So click on this Capture Webhook Response button, and at the same time go back to the WooCommerce page and click on the Send Sample Webhook button. Then again go back to the webhook page of bot commerce. Now you will get raw data from abandoned carts on your website. Now let's move on to the mapping part. So for the phone number, we will choose this one. WhatsApp doesn't allow any plus sign in any phone number, so we need to remove it. We can easily remove this plus sign by creating a formatter. So click on this button. It will create a new formatter, so give it a name. I'm gonna write the phone number plus remove. Remember to keep no space in between the words, so just follow this. For actions, choose trim left. Then in the trim input field, give a plus sign. It will help the formatter to remove the plus sign from any phone number. Anyway, now save the formatter. Then choose the formatter from here. Now for variable username, we are going to choose this one right here. It will take the user's first name only. So what we need to do here is to join the user's last name with the first name. So we will just make a new formatter for this purpose only. So let's go create a new formatter by clicking on this button. Choose the action Concatenate Right. Then choose the last name from the Concatenate field. This will add a space between the user's first name and the last name. Finally, give the formatter a name. So I'm gonna write its full name. Save the formatter and select the formatter over here. Okay, now save the webhook. And our webhook setup is complete. Now, whenever someone visits your website and leaves an abandoned cart, you will receive an automatic WhatsApp notification after 1 hour. So after 1 hour, as you can see, I have received a WhatsApp message reminding me of my abandoned cart. Finally, let's explore how to use bot commerce to verify that cash-on-delivery orders are legit before shipping them. Once again, you need to create a message template. To create a message template, go to the WhatsApp Bot Manager and select the WhatsApp account. Then, go to Message Template. Here, we can create a message template manually or use default templates. To create default templates, just click on the Create Default button. It will create 4 different templates for different uses. Also, it will create some variables. After creating default templates, you need to check the status of the templates. To check status, just click on the Check Status button. Make sure the message template is approved before using it. Now, let's go to WooCommerce and Shopify Automation. Click on the Create button to create an automation campaign for WooCommerce cash-on-delivery verification. As soon as you click on the button, it will provide a form to create the campaign. First, you need to give the campaign a name. Then, select the store type. Select the store API. Then, we have action. Set the action as code verification. Then, we have a message delay. By default, it has 15 minutes. You can change it if you want. Here is the message template. Depending on the action, the appropriate message template is automatically selected. This message template includes 2 buttons, one to confirm the order and another to cancel it. Each of the buttons' postback, actions, and notes are automatically selected. We can assign a label and sequence to the user. Click on the Form field to select the label and sequence. Finally, save the campaign. Congratulations! You've now learned how to build and optimize a free WhatsApp AI chatbot for your business. By following this guide, you've gained the skills to automate your WhatsApp communication, boost customer engagement, and enhance your sales process without the need for any coding. With these tools and techniques, you can now automate the most time-consuming aspects of your business, freeing you up to focus on what really matters: growth, strategy, and expanding your reach. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to implement your new AI chatbot and watch your business thrive with less effort and more results.